Bickley and Marotta mornings. Arizona sports. The local sports leader. Bickley Blast.
The 7-year itch is a phrase that applies to relationships and the fatigue that sets in over the course of time, and it certainly applies to Kyler Murray and the state of Arizona. He has started 87 regular season games for the Cardinals, which is 30 more than Kurt Warner did, and few will be more important than Monday night's game in Dallas, where Murray is expected to be given a huge platform and the comfort zone of a stadium in which he has never lost in 9 tries. Problem is, Murray has already lost a good chunk of the fan base, and there is only one way to win them back. He must do all the empowering things that Jacoby Brissett did, like staying in the pocket, feeding the wide receivers, throwing touchdown passes to Trey McBride, along with all that freaky highlight reel stuff that few in the NFL can duplicate. And if Murray can't, or if Murray won't, he will lose more than the rest of the fan base. He will lose the locker room as well. Now, it's a popular belief that GM Monty Ossenfort put all the resources on the defensive side of the football and ignored the offense, but that's not exactly true, because the signing of Brissett might be the most important factor in settling the Kyler question once and for all. All right, today's Bickley Blast brought to you by my great friends at Chapman BMW, who make luxury attainable. Find them online at chapmanbmw.com.
I think at the end of the day, I think when you look at him and you look at what he's been able to do, he's obviously shown in terms of Kyler, he has shown that he is a good quarterback. He's shown flashes of brilliance and greatness and all of these things. And the one thing that continuously lacks is consistency, right? And it's consistency in play. It's consistency in winning games. It's consistency in getting to the playoffs and getting over the hump, right? And so I think that is what everyone expected going into year 7 this year, especially after they improved the defense and did some other things and they kept their offense together and all of the things that were said going into the season. And now you're sitting at 2-5, and it's an uphill battle at this point, right?
That's A.Q. Shipley, the Cardinals radio color commentator, joins us every Monday to talk Cardinals football here on Bickley and Marotta mornings, and talking about, look, Kyler Murray is a good quarterback. And that's a fact. We've had this discussion a lot this year especially, but over the last couple years, I don't think it was as evident early in Kyler's career, because there was that element of the unknown. Mm-hmm. We know what Kyler Murray is going to give you. More often than not, he's going to give you a chance to win football games. And I'm not going to sit here and say the reason why the Cardinals are 2-5 at this point is Kyler Murray solely. AQ also said something in that soundbite, which I think is way more telling in the story of the 2025 Arizona Cardinals. They brought their offense back. They didn't change anything offensively, other than upgrading their backup quarterback position in Jacoby Brissett. He's been pressed into duty for 2 games. And even though he's played well, it hasn't been enough to win games. I think when it's all said and done, and can the Cardinals win some more games? Maybe. I don't know what to expect.
Either do I.
But I'd be more willing to guess that, okay, they're going to sprinkle in some wins, but this season, when it's all said and done, is going to be labeled a massive disappointment. And I think the biggest reason for that massive disappointment is going to be what I just said. They didn't change anything on offense.
Well, listen, and I think as it applies to Kyler Murray, what's going to be different about this game in Dallas is going to be between Kyler's ears, because he knows how Jacoby Brissett has responded, and he knows how different the offenses look. This football team almost beat the 7-1 Colts with Jacoby Brissett. And they played really tight against the Green Bay Packers. So Jacoby Brissett not only lifted this offense, but he did it against their 2 toughest opponents to date. Now, yes. You're right about Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, as quarterback, put this team in position to win, but it certainly didn't look the way it did with Jacoby Brissett. So if you could do the stuff that Jacoby Brissett did, the basic stuff, and then throw in the stuff that makes Kyler special, now Kyler's got a real future here. But I just don't see that happening. But I'm just real curious. The X factor in all of this is Kyler himself, and how he has processed these last 2 weeks, and how he's processed all the noise. Is he angry? Does he feel betrayed? Does he feel like he's been persecuted by Cardinals fans? If he's paying attention, I'm guessing the answer to all those questions are yes. if he's paying attention.
This is at the heart of it, and I think this is a fascinating topic. And I'm not going to attack you for saying what you just said, because I think a lot of people feel this way. What did Kyler Murray observe in the last 2 weeks? But again, we are talking about a quarterback in his 7th year.
I know, Vinny.
As a starting quarterback in the NFL. Could two weeks of watching a backup quarterback stand in the pocket and step up and deliver the ball with authority over the middle of the field, that's going to convince him? But like the last 6 years of criticism wasn't enough to convince him?
But the difference, I think, is for the first time, there's somebody breathing down his neck, somebody that is very capable of taking his job. And I wonder if that changes. You're absolutely right, because there are a faction of Cardinal fans. I know this because I hear from them. Whenever we have these conversations about how big this game might be for Kyler Murray, what Kyler Murray, a chance he could, people are like, enough. We've seen enough. Why do you need more? There's a lot of people who say that. Yeah. It's redundant, but it's also, you're talking about an enigmatic player who can flash incredible moments of brilliance. And you wonder, can you ever harness that?
Let me give you a relationship parallel. Okay? Mm-hmm. You've been married for 7 years. Mm-hmm. Things are not exactly hunky-dory at home. Mm-hmm. You know, you're getting by. You go out to dinner with another couple that's been married for 12 years. That couple really has it together. Just the four of you at dinner. Uh-huh. And you get the feeling, as the man in the relationship, the man in your own marriage, hey, this other guy's making me look bad. You get in the car on the way home, and the wife says, why can't you be more like so-and-so? Is that the light bulb that's going to change who you are as a person, as a husband?
No, but it's going to make you very angry, I would assume.
Yeah. You might send flowers the next day, but that's probably about it.
It's actually funny you make that.
You can't change who you are.
It's funny you make that relationship like index. The Ringer did a full commitment relationship like index on every NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
Yesterday. And in the same,
I hadn't even seen that.
So the Cardinals with Kyler Murray in the same category as Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars are #1 picks in unfulfilling unions.
Oh.
And at the end of the Kyler Murray one, it says Arizona remains committed to Kyler, but where is this relationship going?
And it's interesting.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good. Like the Giants and Jackson Dart, their category is too much PDA.
Listen, there's a lot of
that a look.
There's a lot of conflama in this game, conflict and drama. What are you doing, Jarrett?
I was raising one eyebrow very seductively towards you.
What?
What? I look at him. He's going like this to me.
Sammy, I'm uncomfortable. Are you?
I feel like the conflama. The conflama would be more if Jacoby
Why
Brissett.
not drum flicked, by the way?
That works too.
If
Montez drum flicked.
They both sound like things that hang out in your throat.
Made when he spit out his coffee. What were we going to say, Jared?
If Jacoby Brissett were like a first-round pick from this year and the perceived potential quarterback of the future, you'd be hanging on every move that Kyler Murray did. But even looking at what Jacoby Brissett did with the Cardinals, you're thinking, wow, he runs this offense much better. Maybe the Cardinals should find a better version of Jacoby Brissett.
That's it.
Not necessarily Jacoby Brissett.
No,
because I'd be willing to bet if we saw an extended audition, if you will, of Jacoby Brissett by week 4 or 5, everybody would be like, he's not very good.
He's okay, yeah.
There's a reason why he's a backup quarterback.
Well,
some people have already said.
Well, yeah, he's already was very good, but wasn't able to win either game at the end of the game.
Now, Kurt Warner is on record as saying he believes Jacoby is one of the few backups who could be a starter elsewhere. I tend to think what Vinny is saying is accurate, that if we got to week 6 or 7, what Jacoby Brissett is doing we wouldn't see it the same way we're viewing it now.
Can I amend that for a second? And I think we've seen that throughout Jacoby Brissett's career when you look at when he has been pressed into starting duty for an extended period of time or was the starting quarterback for said team. Mm-hmm. They didn't win a lot because the teams weren't very good.
That's true.
It wasn't on Jacoby Brissett. I don't think he's enough to lift all the other deficiencies that the Cardinals have right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Kyler Murray is either. I don't think he is either.
Yeah,
this is a team-wide issue.
I'm real curious though if Kyler Murray just takes the field like, no, I do things this way, or if Kyler Murray does amend and I again maybe I'm grasping for straws, man. But I just think if I were Kyler Murray, the stakes have changed.
But don't you think there's already a level of that in place after the first 6 years and now into year 7? Where
I do.
Why doesn't Kyler Murray play under center more? Because he's not comfortable doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only get so comfortable doing it.
Mm-hmm. And the more and more people you talk to, the more and more of a problem that actually seems to be.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching Bickley and Murata. Click to see the latest Bickley Blast and hit the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.